Yo, what up? All right. Let's close this up. We are rolling. Let's see here. Mic check. Yo, that's so loud. What up, guys? Welcome back to the Joe Show. Number 10. Woohoo! DS Podcastísimo. Dude, man. I was telling Shalom. It's so weird cuz when I watch my podcast back, I feel like I'm watching someone else. Like, I don't think I'm looking at me talking. I think I'm looking at a Joe. I'm looking at Joe talking. It's very strange. But I think because I'm in that objective perspective when I'm watching my own show, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm really proud of that guy, and I think it's a good show. I enjoy it. It's a good ride. I don't can't explain why, but yeah, I'm really happy to be doing this. I'm really happy you're here. I know some of you have been here since the beginning, 10 episodes ago, 10 weeks ago. So thank you. We're at 13 subscribers now. That's pretty crazy. There's like a couple people that joined just to help me out, but subscribed rather. But I think a good amount of people, I want to say 10 or 11 people really love it. Love the show, and that's why you're subscribed. And yeah, you're what's keeping this going. But also, honestly, I just need great just one super fan. And that's enough for me. Shalom's already won. So thank you, babe. Yeah, I love to do this. It's really cool. I feel like it would be great if everyone did this. Like, maybe not everyone's good at it. Not everyone's gonna have a big channel, but you kind of do like a lot of self-inflection and reflection, and you get it out. And you like a lot of times have an idea at the beginning of the podcast, and as I'm talking about it, I hear it, and my concept and perspective changes and grows and becomes better, and I come out of this a little wiser, a little more well thought out around my ideas, or I just come out with the knowledge that I don't know anything, and that's also a good thing. Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's go. So number 10, double digits. It's gonna be crazy when it's triple digits. You know. But yeah. Okay. So for those that care about the pump up song I like to do before, I listened to Daft Punk Contact. Dude, if you haven't seen the Daft Punk Contact music video, 6 minutes long, it's epic. It's not even doesn't even cover it. You can't put it in words. It's wordless. It's really cool. Really cool. You gotta watch it. Alrighty. Man, life is good, you know. Had a tough day yesterday. Just internally. My weakness is if I'm not on top of my guilt and shame and I make a mistake, it sends me down a shame spiral. Like, wow, I could have fucked that up. I gotta like fix that. Never again can I do that. Kind of like it goes into that, and then it leads into another mistake, and before you know it, I feel like I've done a million mistakes, but it really was two or three. But it's really tough to be in a state of shame. It really sucks. I think that's pretty much hell emotionally. Not saying it's the worst. There's worse things, but internally it's pretty fucking bad. So luckily, I've trained a long time how to overcome it. So I was able to resolve it a couple hours later through IFS. That's a really powerful technique I like to use when I need it. Otherwise, journaling meditation is good enough. When I have a lot of things on my mind that I need to work through, basically, whenever you think any fear you have actually stems from some sort of version of I am bad, right? I am not enough. I'm too much. I'm worthless. I'm not safe. Yeah, all those things. Every fear stems from I'm not enough. Like, I can't handle it. Like, for example, you can even look at, like, maybe there's like a fear right now of like the pandemic of lettuce, I don't know, like E. coli on lettuce, whatever. Everyone's freaking out. Like, why? Why are we scared? Because we feel unsafe. We feel unsafe because we don't think we can handle it. We can't handle if that came to our door. We couldn't handle if we died. We couldn't because we didn't do enough in our life. We didn't set up our family well enough. Or we just can't handle it because we're not enough. So even like when you think of danger of dying, it does stem from I am bad in some way. So IFS is really good at finding all those starting points for why you think you're bad. And it usually the story started from maybe like you got in trouble with a teacher. Like for me, I got in trouble a lot in kindergarten for talking too much. So you got a lot of sad faces while all the other 29 kids got happy faces every day. I got sad faces every day. So that is one of my reasons why I would feel I'm bad. Also, when I'm being told, my teacher would tell me I'm lying when I'm actually telling the truth. But because of my track history of just not being compliant, she just didn't believe me. So I was like, whoa, even though I'm telling the truth, I'm a liar. So those are the two main ones. And there's obviously more. And everyone has about like 10 to 15 certain moments, sometimes less, usually less. You can say 10 moments in your life where you learned incorrectly that you're bad in some way, that you're not enough, that you're too much, that you're worthless, that you need to grow up and be something before you're worth something. Right? A lot of kids, that's kind of societally, we're taught, what are you going to be when you grow up? So it's already like, oh, because when I'm a kid, I'm not really valuable yet. I need to be a working adult. So, but it's funny because it's the reverse. The children are the ones living true to their heart, and it's the adults that have lost their way. and they're just following orders. Um, anyway, so yeah, IFS is really huge. Journaling is like another form where you can just write out what you're thinking and ask why. Why am I thinking this? What am I worried about? Oh, I'm worried about this. If this happens, oh, if that happens, what are you worried about? Oh, well, I'm worried about then this will happen. And you keep kind of drilling back and you find to your root cause, which is I'm worried I'm bad. And then, yeah, so that's really um, kind of the solution to everyone's fear. Because the truth is, you're not bad. You are enough. You have infinite inherent value. Like a rock has infinite inherent value. How can a human have less value than a rock? A human has infinite potential. You could do anything. You could experience anything in this world. You could be like Steve Jobs, start a phone company. All he did was look at all the media players, like the what do you call them, the MP3 players, the music players, CD players. He was like, hey, all of these suck. I'm gonna make something that is really cool. And then he made the iPod. You know, like, is that so hard? Like, it's not. It's not. It's just fear. It's just that I don't think I can do it. I think it's too hard. I think I'm not enough. I'm not smart enough. Steve Jobs didn't build anything. Woz did. But he was smart. But everyone's smart in some way. Everyone's really good at something. You don't have to be like Steve Jobs, but you can be your own Steve Jobs, your own, like, awesome. I've never met a person that I didn't think was awesome, that was really cool in some way. There's some people that are just so covered in their fear that you can't barely see it. But even then, I could see deep down, there's like a glimmer there that if you just let go of all that fear and all that control and all that trying to gain security through like weird things like power and silence and like social clout. When you remove all that deep down, like what they were like when they were 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, you can see that there's something cool and wonderful. I believe everyone has that. I think everyone starts. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Even the bad guys. Like even like if you watch like Thanos in Avengers, even though he's the bad guy, there's something wonderful about him. About like his devotion and commitment to his goal. How he trained himself so hard that he basically beat the Hulk in hand-to-hand combat. No stones. That's a fucking cool guy. That's a cool character. You can not happy with what he did with that, obviously, but like you can still respect that he played his part, you know, well. So, all right. So let's do this. Let's put this down here. Yeah, man. 10. That's cool. That's cool. I don't want to get stuck on the number, but it's still really fun, you know. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So, what are we talking about today? Oh yeah, yeah. I want to talk about. I want to start with last podcast. I talked about how I'm exponential Joe, and you know what? Shalom did coin that. We talked about it, so now we know, and Shalom coined it, which is awesome. It wasn't self. What do you call it? Not self-imposed. Whatever. Like self-proclaimed. Yeah. It's funny. The moment I let go of trying to find the word comes to me. No, I'm not self-proclaimed exponential Joe. But yeah, so yeah, I want to share a story about basically how I got number. I was a top student at UCR, graduated top GPA wise. Um, but before I do that, I just wanted to touch on the exponential Joe because I was just thinking about this, and so how I work is that I'm really bad, right? When I first start, I'm so bad compared to everyone else. But then just sheer hours and commitment and trying weird things and like doing researching when others aren't doing researching and doing some things when others aren't doing those certain things. That's how I become so good. So really, really good. Great at it. Because once you do something for like over 1,000 hours, you're really fucking good. And then when you do it for 10,000 hours, you're pretty fucking great. Unless like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but unless they're a complete retard. Um, no offense to them though, I have mad respect for retards actually. Like let's live one day in their shoes, and that's fucking hard. You think it's like hard to go out into the world and like you have social anxiety? Imagine if you're a retard, how hard that is when everyone's like gives you like a certain look because they know you're different and you can't speak the way you want to speak, and it's not easy. So mad respect. I'm talking more about like people that are stupid that are just like fucking themselves over. I'm talking about that. I'm not. Why do we have to lose all these words? Because like it applies also to like certain groups of people. Like, why do we have to stop using words? I don't know, man. But all right, where were I? Where was I? So exponential Joe. So yeah, so I start off really sucking, and then after a while of like going ham at it, eventually I get really good. So I was thinking, what if? So self-inflecting, I was like, the reason that I'm so sucky is I'm too scared to let go in the beginning. So that's what it came down to. I'm so like trying to control it, trying to be so good at it, trying to be so serious with it, like in beer pong or anything, and try to like be a perfectionist about it. And it takes me like a year of like being perfectionist to realize like a lot of things I'm doing aren't necessary. So I start letting those go, and I start to realize what is most important, and I start doing that more and more. But I'm still doing other things. I'm still too scared to let go. It takes me like a whole year usually before finally I let go, and then poof, and I've already put in a lot of the hours. Just because I put in so many hours on everything, the things that did matter got a lot of hours, but the things that didn't matter got a lot of hours too. That's why it takes me a year to get good at stuff. And so that makes me, based on that, I'm extrapolating now that what if I let go from the beginning? If you let go from the beginning, what would happen? Yeah. I believe like I would still need to train and practice, but it would be like all devoted into just like the key things and let go of the perfectionism. Like I won't spend 6 hours trying to like edit a certain like corner of an image if I'm learning how to do Adobe Illustrator. I kind of let that go, and I just focus on like pushing shit out, getting feedback, doing it again, and then improving on the things that matter. That's what I'm learning in business. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but just a quick intro. So me and Shalom started a new small business. It's called All Day. You can find us at alldayoats.com. It's AULDEIOATS.com. Basically, Shalom has been working on like this overnight oats dish for like 6 years, and she's a really great chef if you know her. And so great, we don't want to go out. And every time we go out, we're like, it's not as good as what you make. Like we have a rating system, like with 0 to 10, and then S for super, D for divine, P for perfect, and that's the highest. And most of our dishes range from D to P. Like she'll whip something up, and it'll be like a D to P. Once in a while, it might be an S. And there's like, but it's, it's really great, but like there's just a few things maybe to change. But when we go out, it's usually 7 to 8. Especially Austin area. So it's newer, so not a lot of established restaurants here versus LA. Like it's already like a hub of great food, and everyone's competing, so the standards are already high, and everyone's like building off each other's high quality. But even in LA, we only found like 6 places that are 10s and up, like Scratch, Sushi, that Check and Mitch, recommended to us. That's a great place. There's like a shabu place in downtown that closed down, but it was like they never changed the price. It was there like 30 years. It was only one dish. It was fucking good. Just basic shabu. There's no fucking menu. You just get what you just get what you get. And that was good. In and Out is also great. There's another place. It's a soup Thai place on Hollywood. I forget what it's called. They have really good soup, but what we really like there is a papaya salad with fried pork on it, and that's fucking bomb. There's a really good burrito place on Alvarado or something. It's not a truck, it's a restaurant, but everything's good in there. Mr. King Taco or something. Yeah. Shalom knows. And anyway, so she made these overnight oats. And the reason we started this is because my bowel movements sucked so bad. And I realized now that I look back, it's because of my diet. I was working out and drinking a lot. Alcohol. But I would eat those oats, and I started getting regular bowel movements every day. And then about a year later, Shalom got pregnant. So I told her, try oats, boiled oatmeal, and it helped her. Even though most girls get constipated during pregnancy, she wasn't constipated. And we passed it to my brother's wife. She tried it, and it helped her bowel movements too. So oatmeal is crazy. Whole grain oats, and you gotta eat that. We eat that almost every day now, because whole grain oats isn't as processed. It keeps like keeps the skin of the seed, and that's like where the fiber's at. Because when a bird eats the seed, the skin keeps the seed intact so that it comes out in the middle of poop and becomes a fertilized seed. But we fucking process shit like white rice. We take off the skin of the seed, the rice grain, and it's just there's nothing left. So anyway, Shalom started tinkering with that, and then over 6 years, she made this like crazy dish. Overnight oats is really good. It's not even, she doesn't give a shit as much for the health. It's just for the taste. It's freaking good. Anyway, we launched at the farmers market about a month ago. And I've started like 10 businesses, Shopify businesses, e-commerce businesses, Amazon, arbitrage, even tried private labeling. It was a paper bag. I was like, I'm making the best gift bag ever on the market. It was thicker by 50%. I mean, nobody gave a shit about gift bags. Oh, I was just trying stuff, trying to make money. I was focused on money. But yeah, working with Shalom, this has become like, and like, I'm also like more serious too, but like with Shalom together, we're like, she was the missing piece. Being partners with her, our business, like I compare how we run our business to how I ran my other 10 businesses, and even businesses I've like consulted for Facebook ads. I used to do that for a decade too. Um, yeah, the way we run our business is fucking. I wouldn't go up against this business. The way we like do shit. But yeah. So yeah, we started a business. Hope you guys if you guys want to support, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram at All Day Oats, AULDEIOATS. Every follow helps, every comment helps, every like helps. It really does help for social proof that we're not just nobodies. But yeah, it's really fucking cool, dude. It's a journey, and I'll talk about it more, like what I'm experiencing. But it's literally like that song with Daft Punk, Contact, and you'll see it. The video is fucking crazy. It's basically like what a wormhole would be like if you went through a wormhole, or what it would be like when your soul is being like your soul is entering the planet and being imbued into a human being or like some sort of being on the planet, how your soul travels. So it's really fucking intense, really fucking epic, and feels like it's probably the way it really does go down. Oh, it's a must see. 6 minutes. But yeah, that's how this business feels like. Every time we do something, it feels like I'm going through a wormhole. And the amount of support we get at every event we go to is crazy. And the people we meet and the help we get and the love we get, it's nuts, dude. And Shalom puts love into making those oats, as she does with everything she makes. And I think that's the key, is when you do it from love, it becomes magical, literally magic. Literally. That's what Steve Jobs did. He put his love into these, like the iPod and the iPhone. He made sure even the inside, if you open it up, it looks beautiful. Everything. He put his whole heart into it. It's not to make money. Dude, he was like a billionaire. He didn't buy anything. He had like one nice car and he had a mansion, but he didn't buy any furniture. He didn't care. He eventually got a small cottage in Silicon Valley, like a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and his family lived there, no security. 3 kids, wife, him. He was simple, dude. Didn't care about money. Because when you're coming from love, money is like, yeah, it's great. So you get to do what you love, but it's not the end goal. It's like Columbus's end goal wasn't like a big boat. It was to use the boat to get to America or wherever he got to. Right? Like people get confused. Money is the end goal, making lots of money. That's like having lots of boats. The money is the vessel, the vehicle to get you to wherever your heart desires. But people are like, just love the fact that they have a lot of money. It's like, why would you focus so hard on the vehicle? Yeah. It's glamorized, right? It's glorified. Like Johnny Depp has like, mansion and yacht after yacht, and he pays $500K a year for the staff on the yacht, staffing 40 people, and they're always on deck and they sleep on the yacht, and he's like going broke, and you think about it and you're like, he's not happy. You know why he has a yacht? He said he wants a yacht because he can't handle being on land. too much people, too much press, too many fans, too much stress. His life, he needs to run away. That's what the yacht is. He's spending $500,000 a month or a year just to run away. I think it's a month. It's like 50K a month or something. So money doesn't buy you happiness, literally. And I'll tell you right now, I don't have a lot of money and I'm very happy. I'm not saying life is easy, but it doesn't mean I'm unhappy. I'm at peace with both the struggles and the successes. I love it when we have successes. I'm very happy. We have struggles. I drudge through the struggles with grit. And even though it's hard, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it for my family, for my wife, for my kids, for my dog, for, so I can one day help my parents, my bro, and just be good morning. And Shalom and Dean. Hey. What's up, buddy? That's right. Hi, Neo. They just woke up. Let's see what time it is. Yeah. I think we got another. What fucking time is this? 7:40. What time did I start? I don't remember. I started 7, so I think we have 20 minutes. Right? Yeah, we have 20 minutes. Yeah, man. So cool. Yeah. Life is so, how they say like life is hard. Yes, life is hard, but life is also easy. You can't have hard without easy. You can't it's like saying like life is night or life is also day. You can't have one without the other. Two sides of the same coin. Black and white, up and down, hard and easy. The reason people say life is hard is because they want to focus on the negative. Why? Because then they get to be a victim. Why? Because when you get to be a victim, then you get to excuse yourself from doing what you're supposed to do, what you need to do. That's what victims get to do. If you're a victim, then you have nothing to do. I'm fucking getting fucked up by something bigger than me and external from me. So I'm just getting destroyed. And what can I do about it? That's victim mentality. So everyone likes to say, it's very easy to say, the ego loves to say, life is hard. This is tough. That dude's an asshole. Like anytime you say negative, using negative, the system is so rigged against us, or that group is an asshole, or there's the notion Jews are trying to screw us over with money through banking system and stuff. Right? That's like a form of victimhood, because the truth is not all Jews are trying to screw us over. They're very, very loving Jews. In fact, Judaism, the Kabbalah, the true mystical sect of Judaism, Kabbalah, is basically the same thing as Buddhism, Zen Buddhism. Zen Buddhism is the mystical sect of Buddhism. And this is the same shit as Taoism. And Taoism talks about the Tao as the universe, the universal spirit that animates and binds all things. That isn't, to be a great leader, don't lead, don't command. That's Taoism. It's allow instead of control. Same with Zen, same with Kabbalah, same with Gnosticism, which is the Christianity mystical sect. Mystical means heaven is within you as it is within me. And Jesus said that. Right? Heaven is not out there, that we are not worthy. We're sinful and we need to be good and go to this dude and confess to that dude before we're allowed in there. That's the, what do you call it? That's the misconstrued and deliberately, right? Because if you can convince people you're the path, you're the way to their eternal life, then they'll do whatever you want. But all the sages point to the same thing. Follow your heart. You are good. You are enough. God is within you. That's what heaven is within you. It's saying God is within you. The Tao is within you. We are all, the Tao is in this cup right here. Right? What do you think keeps these molecules together? There is an universal spirit that binds all things. Look at your hands right now. Just take one moment. Hey, Dean. Okay, take a breath. Just one breath, one more time. And as you breathe, notice the air going in your nose and out your nose. Just do this with me one time. I trust you. This is profoundly and infinitely awesome. One more time in the nose. Notice the sensations of the air and out. And guess what? Are your fingers tingling? If they are, you're present. And just keep your eyes closed, but just now turn your attention and notice those fingers tingling. Keep feeling the tingle in your fingers. What is that? Don't worry about it. Just feel it. That's your cells. They're always tingling. You're just too busy thinking about what you need to do or what happened to notice what's happening right now and notice how nice this feels, being in the present moment. Your fingers are tingling, your cells are on fire. You can even send a message to be like, hey guys, fire it up. Fire it up in my fingers. You'll feel the tingling increase. That's the Tao moving through each cell. The aliveness. That's happening through your whole body. Every part of you. And notice how it's happening. You're noticing it versus it happening to you. You're kind of observing this, right? Are you the tingle? Are you the hand? Or are you noticing the hand doing this? Yeah. Now open your eyes. Look at your fingers. Move them around. Isn't this what the Terminator felt like? Right? When the Terminator's turned on, it's like, whoa, I have hands. Is this you? Or are you in this body? Are you experiencing your hands through some sort of presence inside of you? Right? You're looking at your hands. Whose hands are these? Are these yours? Or are you just experiencing life through this? Right? Cool, huh? Oh, if you felt that, that's because heaven is within you. And if you didn't feel it, then you just got to practice more. Maybe you're thinking, maybe you're like, I don't want to do this. This is weird. See, that's thinking. You stop thinking and just be here. Instantly, you will become present. And yeah, that's enlightenment. I'm not in that state all the time. I am now, right now, at this moment, because I did that. And that's why meditation is great first thing in the morning. You want to start in the state, not in like a spiral of negativity, which is what the mind tends to do. So cool, dude. I'm glad we did that together. Um, yeah, I was talking about there's a lot of hate against Jews, right? A lot of hate against Islam as well. Dude, Islam also has a mystical sect, Sufism, where it's very loving. It's very like love each other and God is in you and you can do it. But there's always going to be certain subsects of every group that are extremist and are using their religion to to get people to do acts of harm. And they're like, in the name of God, in the name of Allah, in the name of blah, blah, blah. Happens all the time. Has been happening us for all of history. You don't need to fall for it. Just like this snap, I'm not going to fall for that anymore. I choose not to fall for that illusion that, oh, the whole Islam, every Islamic person is a bad person, or every Jewish person is a bad person, or every black person is a bad person, or every white person is a bad person. That's another crazy thing that's like popping up now. If you're white, you're bad. Not every white person is bad. What about Abraham Lincoln? Is he bad? Right? The whole thing is like black versus white. Is Abraham Lincoln bad? Isn't Obama half white, so half of Obama is bad? You can always find an exception to the rule. So watch out for these blanket entire groups are bad. You can just choose instantly right now. I choose not to fall for the trick that entire groups are bad. Snap it. Poof. Done. You don't have to fucking spend 10 years in therapy. You don't have to do this. Just decide. Boom, done. And every time you're told someone or something is bad, think about what are they trying to get me to feel? What's the agenda here? Because if they had no agenda, they wouldn't be talking. But they have an agenda, so they're telling you what to think, how to feel. And that's the issue with the woke movement, right? It's like, look, it basically encourages victimhood. It's like, woke is like, oh, like, Black Lives Matter. Of course they do. But like, why are we focusing on that? It's kind of like saying like Black Lives Matter. Why are we saying that? Because white people are hurting black people through the police or whatever. Stop talking about color. Drop that. Every life matters. Everyone's good. There's some bad assholes. Let's take them out. Let's put them in prison. Let's handle them. But then let's not call the entire group bad. Not everyone is bad. That's white. Or old white dude. Not every white dude is Harvey Weinstein. Not every black dude is like a thief or whatever. Not every Jewish dude is trying to take your money. I mean, technically, almost everyone in business, some side of like, or like a lot of people from every group is trying to do that. Right? So you can't, yeah. Some Jewish guys are really good at it and they run JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Yeah, true. But not every Jewish person is bad. We can't do that. We cannot do that. We divide, and that's not good. There are certain little groups that really suck. And you gotta watch out for those. Right? Epstein. Human trafficking. Little girl trafficking. From when they're little babies, snatch the orphan baby girls, raise them to be prostitute slaves. That's who we need to focus on. Who's doing that. Not, oh, Islam is bad. Dude. Al Qaeda as an organization sucks. But the whole Islam that you're telling like a billion people are bad? Come on, man. No. I met a Muslim. He's afraid to say he is, but he kind of comes from that background. I met him and I'm like, dude, you're one of the most loving dudes I've ever met. And yeah, we're all just humans trying to not be afraid. And deep down would love to love everyone if we weren't afraid that our love would be taken advantage of. That's how we are. Oh. All groups rock. Only some individuals suck. And a lot of times it's the leadership that sucks. Because when you become a leader, not all leaders are trying to have an agenda of good. For the most part, it's a negative agenda. That's why you want to lead. But sometimes they're good. But the ones that are good usually get taken out. Because eventually, the reason when you're good, eventually you want to do good things. And that means stopping bad people. And that means they're going to lose a lot of money. So they have no choice but to take you out. Yeah. I hate that, personally. I don't like that. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I think the last thing I wanted to talk about is something that I realize is like, whenever we talk negatively about anything, it's becoming a victim. Like, oh, that dude sucks, or that dude fucked me over, or this is hard. You can easily say, so for example, let's say I had to lift 100 pounds up a mountain. Oh, this is hard, right? I can also say this is easy compared to lifting 1,000 pounds up the mountain. So now let's say the next day I have to lift 1,000 pounds. Oh, yesterday was easy. 100 pounds? That's easy compared to 1,000. I don't think that's even possible. I don't mean anything is possible. You might need help, right? I need like 10 people to help me. I need like maybe a machine, maybe a car. But you see, you can always say something is hard, and I can give you something 10 times harder. Right? You'd be Atlas. You lift the whole planet then. That's hard. But then maybe God laughs and is like, you think that's hard? Lift the sun. So, whenever we use negative words, it's really just the victim coming out to try to like make us feel like we're having a hard time. It just is. The truth is neutral. It's neutral. It's not hard or easy. It's just the thing that needs to happen right now. And I can choose to do it or not. If someone's an asshole to me, that's just how they are in that moment. Everyone has been an asshole to somebody. Have you been nice to your parents your entire life? Or were you an asshole at one point, demanding food or demanding this? Kids are assholes to their parents. That's how it is. Even baby eagles, all they do is demand food. Don't give a fuck. So every time we use negative words to describe our situation, it's really just victimhood. What I like to do is flip it, make it positive. I think it's fun. Like instead of when someone says this is hard, I say you can do it. When someone says that guy's an asshole, then I'll say it wasn't personal. He didn't mean it. He didn't know what he was doing, right? So, but that's like more neutral. But you can always make things positive. Like for our daughter, she's really, really, we say high energy, right? It's fucking crazy energy, kind of like me. But more maybe. But instead of high energy, we can say she's powerful. It's true. The high energy is more like hyper, right? We're getting into the ADHD territory, and then it's kind of negative, which is then we're like being victims about it because we're dealing with the ADHD or hyper or over high energy. There's the very subtle victimhood in there. We just say she's powerful. That's positive/neutral. And now we deal with it. How do we deal with a powerful supernova of a child? You don't fucking deal with her. You let her free in the fucking field, in the park, and let her be a supernova. Like as often as you can. That's how you deal with a supernova. Right? Versus like an ADHD kid, you're like, oh, I gotta control this kid. I gotta structure. I gotta teach them. I gotta give them pills. Right? So that's also the issue with, I think, what's going on right now. With like this like better therapy, betterhelp.com, and like everyone's getting therapists, but they're also getting pills very easily now, antidepressants, antipsychotics. And I think the issue with that is it's extenuating victimhood. You're saying I'm broken, which is a version of I'm bad, and I need to take this pill to fix myself. That is the spiral in a really bad direction. And to encourage that as a whole society, especially at the Gen Z level, even millennial level, that's not. What we got to do is everybody learn IFS. Learn where in your moment in your past you learned you were bad or not enough, and resolve that. Hey, yo, Dean. That's my son. He's 8 months. He's fucking powerful too. I get a lot of pushback when I say like, I don't think pills is the way. But I don't, because I believe you can do it. There were no pills when the indigenous people, the Native Americans were here. They dealt with it through dancing, through singing, through helping each other, through talking it out, through real life fear, overcoming fear, obstacles, facing your fears and overcoming it again and again and again until it's no longer afraid of it. If you throw pills at it, you're basically throwing a chemical into your brain and it's changing your brain chemistry. It's an uphill battle. It's you're going, hey buddy. So yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap up in a minute here. So yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know the whole picture. That's true. I don't know the whole picture. But I have to believe there's an agenda behind pills. There's got to be a lot of money to be made with that, the pharma, right? And I don't know, I didn't use it. I was very depressed. In my room, 18 hours straight, drinking till 8 a.m. in the morning, playing Overwatch. 18 hours straight, destroying myself, smoking vape nonstop. Who's more depressed than that? But I got out. So I think anyone can. I believe you can do it. I believe anyone can do it. You just have to go. You have to go through it. Yeah. All right. Aww. That's it, buddies. Next time I'll share my story, how I got 4.0, because I didn't get to it. And that's why I don't like to promise, because you never know what the future holds. It's uncertain. So when you promise, kind of bullshit. So my bad. And I will not promise. But I will make a note to make sure to talk about it. Tell you how I did it, because it's pretty awesome. And it's crazy. It's crazy what you need to do, what it takes. But it's not hard. It's not hard. It's just a constant, consistent grind. Like making rice. You do that shit every day. Eventually you get 4.0. So we'll talk about that next time. And thanks, guys, for coming to the Joe Show. I'll see you next week. Peace.